Welcome. This is a 15-minute yoga practice for balancing your root chakra. Remember to opt out of or modify any poses that do not feel right for your body. We'll begin in a seated position, Sukhasana, knees crossed. Nice, tall length in the spine. You can rest your hands on your knees or in your lap. Close your eyes or soften your gaze and begin to bring awareness to your breath. Now notice the pattern of your breath. Without trying to change anything, just take a little mental note here. Are your inhales and exhales long, short? Is your breath deep? Maybe it's a little bit shallow. There's no right or wrong answer here. Just observe without judgment. Allow yourself to drop deeper into your body, becoming more present as you continue to observe your breath. And when you're ready, coming into a wide-legged child's pose, we'll take it through tabletop position, shoulders stack over wrists, knees wide, big toes together as you slowly sit your hips back down towards your heels, reaching the arms forward and releasing the forehead down towards your mat. Coming back to the breath, this time begin to alter your breathing and see if you can deepen your inhales and lengthen your exhales, filling the belly and the lungs as you expand on your inhales and release on your exhales. Continue to stay here and focus on your breathing for a few more breath cycles, deepening the inhales and lengthening the exhales. Coming up onto all fours, tabletop pose, hips over knees, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Really ground down here. Remember pressing the ground away from you. Hands are firmly planted. Knees can be as bent as you need. And inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale, gaze forward. Step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Toe heel your feet about hip width distance. Grab onto opposite elbows. Ragdoll forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Find some movement here, whatever feels good for you today. Maybe swaying side to side. You can find some neck movement, maybe shake your head yes and no. Working out any kinks in the neck. Release your hands down towards your mat as you inhale, generous bend in the knees. Roll up the spine one vertebra at a time. Coming to a standing position, mountain pose. Root through all four corners of your feet. palms face forward, and energetically lift through the crown of your head, finding length in the spine. Inhale, reach towards the sky, extended mountain pose. Allow your shoulders to melt down and away from your ears. Exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. As you lead with your heart, releasing your hands down to the floor, forward fold. From here, we will come into Muladhara. So turn your toes towards the sides of your mat. Inhale and lift from the waist. As you exhale, slowly begin to draw yourself down to your mat into a deep squat. Inhale and allow your spine to lengthen, then draw your chest forward. Exhale and engage the elbows by pressing them to the insides of your knees. Press your palms together to create resistance. Hold this pose for a few slow breath cycles. To exit, inhale and place your palms on the floor. Exhale and release into a forward bend by pressing through the feet and leading with the tailbone. Turn your toes to face the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lifting the spine halfway. Hands come to shins or thighs. Nice flat back. Lengthen the neck and gaze down at the top of your mat. Exhale to release. Plant your hands, step your feet back, coming into downward facing dog. As you inhale in, lifting the right leg towards the sky, and exhale, sweeping it through, coming in between your hands, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Drop the back knee, untuck your toes, and you can lift your hands overhead as you lift your torso to lengthen the upper and lower spine and from your abdominals. Option to bring your hands to heart center, or if you need a little bit of a modification for more stability, you can walk your hand up the leg and settle onto your thigh. Plant your hands onto your mat, coming into a half split. Send your hips back as you extend the front leg, flex the front foot, and exhale to fold the torso forward. Inhale to release, shift your weight forward, coming back into a lunge. Untuck the back toes, spin the back heel down. Inhale, warrior two. Arms reach to the front and back of the room, and keep a nice, strong, engaged core. Exhale, cartwheel your hands onto your mat, stepping your foot back into plank pose. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Flip the tops of your feet onto your mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Lifting your chest, little to no weight in your hands, and pressing into the tops of your feet. Exhale, release. Press into your hands, tuck your toes, and send it back, downward facing dog. Big inhale in through the nose. And exhale, side out through the mouth. Inhale, left leg lifts towards the ceiling. Exhale, swing it through, low lunge. Dropping the back knee, flipping the tops of the feet, and you can take the same variation on this side. As you exhale, draw your pubic bone to your navel and lift the rib cage away from your hips. Use your inhales to lengthen the spine and exhales to deepen the stretch. Exhale, plant your hands and send it back into your half split. Hips draw back, this time extending the left leg forward, flexing the front foot, and exhaling to fold the torso forward. Inhale, shift it back into lunge. You know the drill. Untuck your toe, spin the back heel down, and come on into Warrior Two. Back foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Front ankle, knee, and sit bone are all in one line. Legs are engaged, and gaze over the middle finger or forward. Exhale, hands come down to your mat, stepping it back into a push-up position for plank pose. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lowering all the way down into the belly. Shoulder blades drawing back in together as you inhale for baby cobra, or maybe this time you come into a full cobra if this is accessible for you today. Pressing into your hands and the tops of the feet. Engage your quads and press your pelvis into your mat. Exhale, release, and make your way back to downward facing dog. Beautiful work today, you all. We are winding down the end of our practice. Go ahead and come down onto your knees, swinging your legs out in front of you, and begin to lower down onto your back. Bend your knees so that the soles of your feet are flat on your mat, about hip width distance. Feet are close enough so fingertips can graze your heels. As you inhale, press into your heels, engage your glutes, and lift your hips. Walk your shoulders underneath your upper back. Option 2, interlace your fingers, and make sure your gaze remains upwards, keeping your neck straight. Exhale, release, lowering the hips, and coming all the way down onto the floor. Nice flat back. You can release your legs. Keep your legs nice and wide. Take up some space here. Really allow yourself to be. As your arms release to your sides as well, palms face up. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. And notice how you're feeling. Are you a little bit more grounded after today's practice? I hope that you are. Feel free to stay in shavasana as long as you need. This has been Brooke Flows, and I have enjoyed doing yoga with you. Namaste.